What is unfolding between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni is scandalous. Everyone initially thought that Blake Lively might be the villain in this story, but after Blake's explosive 80-page lawsuit, it's clear Justin Baldoni is playing the role of the manipulative mastermind. And let me tell you, it's ugly. Blake is suing Justin Baldoni for harassment, misconduct, and a whole bunch of other shocking accusations. This isn't just some drama over a movie set. This is a full-blown campaign of manipulation, with Blake coming in hot with receipts. She claims that Justin, along with his PR team, launched a full-on smear campaign against her, spreading lies and trying to destroy her reputation. And that's just the beginning. So here's the tea. Blake Lively is accusing Justin Baldoni of being a nightmare to work with. We're talking about some pretty disturbing claims, including sexual harassment, inappropriate comments, and boundary-pushing behavior on set. According to the lawsuit, there were moments where Justin crossed serious lines, like way out of line. We're talking about incidents where Justin allegedly made inappropriate comments about his co-star's private parts, comments about his addiction to adult content, including an absolutely bizarre moment where he got way too close to Blake during a silent scene, sniffing her neck and chest. When she called him out, his response was, "I'm not even attracted to you." But the madness doesn't end there. He allegedly went as far as asking Blake if she watches adult content, and when she said no, he blurted it out to the entire crew. Blake felt entirely uncomfortable with him. Now, let's talk about Justin's PR manipulation. According to Blake, the press tour for It Ends With Us was all part of Justin's calculated plan to ruin her career. The marketing team initially agreed to focus on a more uplifting and resilient angle for Blake's character, but Justin wanted to push a darker narrative, a domestic violence survivor's story. But when Blake didn't want to play ball, the manipulation allegedly kicked into high gear. Blake claims Justin's team worked tirelessly behind the scenes to create an online campaign to smear her reputation. Text messages obtained from Blake's lawsuit show that Justin and his PR team had plans to bury her, with one of his publicists allegedly saying, "We will destroy her." And oh boy, it gets crazier. We now know that Justin and his PR team plotted to spread negative stories about Blake on social media platforms. This was all designed to turn the public against her, making it seem like Blake was the problem on set. One text even reveals that they were ready to plant stories about how horrible Blake was to work with, just to make her look bad ahead of the movie's release. But it doesn't stop there. Justin didn't just want to destroy her professionally. Blake's lawsuit claims that the emotional toll of this attack has been devastating, affecting not only her, but her entire family, including her husband and 4 children. It's clear from the lawsuit that Justin and his team knew exactly what they were doing, and they even celebrated their success when their smear campaign started to work. It's all starting to feel like the darkest side of Hollywood manipulation, where a star's reputation is just another thing to be destroyed in the name of protecting an image. So, is Blake Lively the victim here? Or is this just another celebrity drama fueled by egos and media manipulation? After reading all the text messages, it's clear that Justin Baldoni might be hiding something much darker than we first thought. Instead of focusing on the movie's empowering message about survivors of domestic violence, the team, led by PR head Melissa, was all about twisting the story to suit their agenda. And guess who's at the center of it? None other than Blake Lively, our unsuspecting star. So here's the tea. The PR team decided to focus on reactions from domestic violence survivors. That's right, there was a whole PR strategy built to tear her down. Imagine that. Blake's own team was working harder to drag her through the mud than promote the film. Let's break it down. They attacked her hair care line, Blake Brown, claiming that it dropped nearly 80% in sales because of the backlash. Now you might be wondering, why launch a hair care brand alongside a movie about domestic violence? The two don't exactly match, right? Blake might have been hoping for a big synergy moment, but instead it all fell apart. And the drama doesn't stop there. Melissa even confessed that it was too easy to tear Blake down. Yeah, you heard that right. She admitted it was like people just wanted to hate on women. Ouch. So what happened to the movie's marketing plan? Well, get this. Blake thought they were all on board with promoting it as a story of hope. So she wore floral prints and did all the right things. But guess who hijacked that strategy? Justin. Yep, the main lead and director Justin Baldoni went rogue, pushing his own agenda. Instead of focusing on the story of triumph over trauma, Justin shifted gears, using survivor content to ride the wave of social media support. This wasn't about real advocacy, it was about a cheap way to gain popularity. Even worse, he started running campaigns targeting survivors in an attempt to capitalize on the film's heavy subject matter. Blake wasn't having it. She claimed Justin didn't keep her in the loop and was acting like he was the one leading the charge for survivors' voices. Meanwhile, the rest of the cast was still trying to stay on message while Justin was off doing his own thing. Talk about bad vibes. But wait, hold on. There's more shocking behavior from Justin. So Blake had to film a birth scene, and guess who was trying to pressure her into doing it fully nude? You guessed it, Justin Baldoni. He insisted that women give birth naked and tried to tell Blake that his wife had ripped off her clothes while giving birth. Blake wasn't buying it, and she even said she was forced into compromising her comfort. To top it off, the OBGYN actor wasn't even a professional. He was Justin's best friend. How unprofessional can you get? As if that weren't enough, things took an even creepier turn. Blake claims Justin's friend invaded her privacy during the shoot and at one point barged into her makeup trailer while she was topless. Talk about a total lack of boundaries. And get this, Blake later found out that Justin had set her up with a weight loss specialist, claiming it was for her health, when in reality it was just another attempt to body shame her. To make things even worse, Justin allegedly made inappropriate comments about an underage version of Blake's character, talking about intimate scenes in ways that just shouldn't have happened. He even added a new scene to the film about her losing her virginity that wasn't in the book or script. Blake wasn't part of it and later learned that Justin had filmed it without her consent. Throughout it all, Blake says she was continuously undermined, dismissed, and even harassed by Justin and his team. She's now taking legal action to expose all these sinister tactics being used against her. So, there you have it. It Ends With Us turned out to have a much darker story than we expected. What was meant to be a film empowering domestic violence survivors became tainted by questionable PR tactics, power struggles, and harassment. Now, we want to hear from you. How far is too far for Hollywood's elite when it comes to playing dirty? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like if you want more insider details on this scandal. And as always, keep it popping!